are you in for a treat today? Well, maybe not you, but I'm in for a treat today. I'll tell you about all this stuff in a minute, but first of all, I got to tell you about when I was probably 70 years ago, 5 years old. And every year on my birthday, my Gran, nice Scottish lady, would bake for me a Clootie Dumpling for dessert. It got to the point where I didn't want a birthday cake, I wanted a Clootie Dumpling. It's hard to describe, but you'll learn about it in just a minute. It's this big ball with a suet, skin around it, and raisins and sultanas and syrup in it, and on your birthday, if it was really special, you'd get threepenny bits and sixpennies and even half a crown if you're lucky, wrapped up in paper inside. So if you got one in your serving, it was yours to keep. Go spend it, bigger than your allowance. So that's the memory. My Gran made them beautifully. After she passed, my mother did not. And she would take shortcuts and made what she called a 7-cup carrot pudding and call it a dumpling. Wasn't. Years after my mother passed, I tried making a Clootie Dumpling. Wasn't very successful. It's just not like Gran heads. So tomorrow is my 75th birthday, and my darling newlywed Ruth has kindly offered, come in here, to try to replicate Gran head's Clootie Dumpling. Here we go. So, what do we got here?
We have suet. It's basically beef fat.
All ground up nicely.
And you know it's Scottish. All of that, 62 cents. Sure beats organic butter. This is flour.
Flour, yeah. All-purpose flour.
Scottish oatmeal.
Oatmeal. I am an oatmeal savage.
Sultanas.
Sultana raisins. Yeah.
Currants.
Currants.
Sugar.
Berry sugar.
Baking powder.
Baking powder.
And ginger and cinnamon.
Ginger and cinnamon.
That's basically it. It's almost like a fruit cake.
But we got eggs to add.
And oh yes.
We got 2 eggs.
The eggs are in the fridge, and
golden syrup.
Golden syrup and milk.
And milk. And that's it. That's it.
That's the whole thing.
All right. So we're going to start putting this together. And here's the treat. This is the night before my birthday. So we're having, hopefully, Clootie Dumpling for dessert tonight. But I didn't tell you the best thing about Clootie Dumpling. It's the next day. The leftover Clootie Dumpling gets fried in the same frying pan as your bacon and eggs in the bacon fat. And it is heaven. I love it. So on my birthday morning, that's breakfast. Does that sound good? Well, we're going to take a break, come right back and put this all together. And by the magic of video, we're magically back. All right, let's start. Now, what are we going to start with, Ruth?
We'll start with the flour. We watched an expert. Since Gran is no longer with us, we went to Google and discovered
a wee Scots lassie who did it like this.
Did it perfectly. She liked to blend her spices with the flour. So boom, done. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
And then just blend those.
Take one of these. She was using a wooden spoon, so we'll use a wooden spoon. And then the suet gets added. The suet, I grated the suet, but it has to be added to the flour to create something that's the texture of cornmeal.
Yeah, it's already, look at it, it's balling up already beautifully.
So even a little bit finer than that would probably be a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You were probably out playing when Gran was making your special birthday Clootie pudding.
I remember it hanging in a steaming pot in a cloth tea towel.
Well, we're not quite at that stage yet. It's got the texture of cornmeal. It's a little too heavy, but the oatmeal will help. And once that's really stirred, we'll toss in the sultanas and the currants. The
Love sultanas. I love sultanas.
we even had to look up the difference between Thompson raisins and sultanas because apparently they're the same thing,
Yeah.
which I would have argued till I was blue in the face that they were different, but they are essentially the same grape.
In goes the raisins.
And then the
Oh,
currants.
actually, the currants. Sorry.
Currants.
Little shriveled up raisins.
Currants. It's a whole other,
Is it different?
yes,
Oh, okay.
completely different.
It's not shriveled up raisins. Okay. Oh, that's more and more dumpling-y every second.
And then the baking powder.
Baking powder. That should give a good mix. Yeah.
And the last dry ingredient is the sugar.
Uh-huh.
And then after that,
We got the syrup
we need to
and the egg. Oh, they've
lightly-
been mixed in. Okay.
lightly beat the eggs.
Yeah.
And the golden syrup has been added to the eggs.
Prior to this. Man. Now, are we going to use our hands for this, or are you just going to stir it?
We'll see.
Oh.
We'll see. I have never, ever made
I saw an
this.
eggshell in there.
No, that's not an eggshell.
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah, it looks like an eggshell to me.
It is an eggshell.
Hey, just a bit of-
Oh,
oh,
there you
good.
go.
Good. Oh, damn eggshell.
It's not an eggshell. Yes, it is an eggshell. Okay, so this gets mixed. I may have to go in there with my hands, which I'm really reluctant to
I can do that.
Just a moment.
I can do that. I got good hands. Clean. I wash them.
Okay, that goes off to the side.
Yeah.
Let's just give
There's
this
the milk
another-
in.
And
Oh, my.
yes, you're going to have to go in there.
So I'll just take my ring off.
Yeah.
Being
Go
the
in
good
there.
husband that I am. All right.
Yes.
Let me just get
Okay.
in there.
Go in
Give
there.
it a little. Oh, yeah.
And there's still a little bit of the.
This is called
syrup.
hands-on.
Yeah.
Oh, this is such fun. You know, it smells good already.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I think this is probably
You
pretty.
may want to scrape some of that out too because it's.
Oh, yeah, I'm only going to scrape that out. I'll just scrape that out, yeah. As you can see, we have a long, happy marriage ahead of us. All right,
That's really-
I think that's good. I think that's good. Looking good. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Just that little extra bit of
just a minute.
sweetness.
How do I get the rest? When you get two hands.
Go like this.
Oh,
There. See?
Oh, those whole keeping hints right now.
Yeah. And
Just go like,
okay.
yeah, that works. Okay,
Okay. So
okay.
this has to be rolled into a ball and put onto a sterile cotton tea towel. That's where they get the name Clootie.
Cloth. Clootie, yeah.
So
Sorry, I forgot to tell you that.
wrapped dumpling.
Clootie dumpling.
We'll be back. We've got a little bit of cleanup
Yeah.
to do, and
Just a little.
and we'll get down to the final stages of the dumpling.
I'll be back with clean hands right after this.
Right after this, right after what? There's nothing this.
Oh well, right after this crossfade. So, we purposely didn't show you all of the stress that we went through to get this absolutely perfect. Watch this. Look at that. That is our floured Clootie dumpling uncooked. Now, we're going to wrap it in this cloth, covered in flour, and then it's going to be steamed, well, actually soaked in boiling water for how long?
3 hours.
3 hours.
Simmered.
Whatever.
Simmered
Yeah.
up to its neck, over its head.
Oh, this is so damn exciting. And now I've got to tie it. We have to tie it.
This is a sterilized Royal Horticultural Society towel.
Oh, yes.
We poured boiling water all over it as per instructions.
Right, now,
So it's absolutely
this is the
clean.
tricky part, is leaving enough room in here so that the dumpling can expand. Can you just hold that? Or can you tie the string
You
around
can
it?
tie.
Okay, now let me pull that tight. You hold that.
Okay.
I will pull this. I cut the string. That's what I got to do.
There. Okay.
Now the nice Scottish lassie tied it in a bow. And isn't that clever to do that? I would have had a reef knot. It's going to go in there right now. We'll be back in We'll see you in 3 hours.
This goes into the pot.
Well, welcome back. It's been 3 hours now, and Ruth has just removed the Clootie Dumpling still in the cloth, from the pot, from the stove, and then from the pot into 10 seconds worth of cold water. In for no more than 10 seconds. Are you counting, Ruth? Come on now, 10 seconds.
Close enough.
And then it's going to come out of there onto this plate. Plate's going to be brought over here, and we're going to very carefully unveil it. Then we're going to flip it over into an oven tin and put it into the oven at 225, very low, just enough to dry it out.
Okay.
All right.
So that has to be untied.
Okay, I've got a bow, so it'll untie. Oh, Boy Scout training. All right.
Okay, now this is
I know.
the part that even the experts say will try you.
Very carefully. You don't want to break the skin if you can.
The
You do one side. Well, it's all floured.
it's
It's
really
going to be
gummy.
ugly. It'll be ugly, they say.
And oh god, it is. It's
Oh,
very
no.
gummy.
Hey, ooh, it's hot. That's hot.
It's very
but it's-
gummy.
Oh, it's not. Oh, it's looking lovely though. Ooh, it's hot.
Okay.
Ooh, ooh.
Okay. Now
Okay, so
this then has to be flipped into the pan so that we can put it into the oven. Just take
oh, now be careful with that. I'll take this off.
Okay. Okay. And this is
Very
again a little
slowly.
bit tricky because
And this is the important part. Oh, look at it.
No.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful.
oh good.
Oh.
So having taken it from the hot water and put it into the cold water, it just made peeling off the cotton tea towel that much easier.
Yeah.
Then the next thing we need
Sprinkle
to do
with fine sugar, berry sugar. They call it, what do they call it?
castor
Castor
sugar. And they sprinkled it liberally.
So, yeah.
So
Yeah. Good. Ooh. Oh, I'm so excited.
so
All
okay.
right. If you will open the oven door, I will put it in.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh, yeah, those. Oh, those are up.
Okay.
Ah,
It's a long, slow oven. So 225 Fahrenheit.
half an hour.
So
We'll see in half an hour for the final result.
it's going to take that long to clean up this.
You tell I'm excited.
Yes, you are.
See you
I
shortly.
think it was your 5th birthday again.
Okay. The time is up. Half an hour in the oven, 225. Ruth is getting it out now. I can tell already it's perfect. Oh, bring it over here. Put it on there. Oh, look at them. Look at those. What do you think? You think it's ugly, don't
It
you?
doesn't look baked. It doesn't look cooked. It looks.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. Oh,
It isn't like a Christmas cake. I was expecting it to
no,
look
it's a
more
dumpling.
like a. Yeah, that's.
It's Clootie Dumpling.
So as a dumpling, it makes sense.
Okay, give me that. Because I'm going to move this up, over onto. It'll be all right. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I think we got it off. There we go.
Okay, good.
All right. Oh,
Beautiful. Wow.
oh no. Oh, and look, can I eat a little scraping?
Sure.
Just a little preview. Just a minute. Oh, just a minute.
That's the serving. That's the serving.
I got
knife.
another
Okay,
serving
we've
thing.
got
It's over
two.
there. I got a fresh
Oh,
server.
the luxury of 2 serving knives. Okay.
Take it over there. I'll meet you over there.
Okay, here we go.
By the magic. Watch this. Oh my God.
There's the knife and the.
Please join me. May I?
Yes.
I'm going to. Oh, the skin is beautiful.
Oh, perfect.
Absolutely.
This is such a relief.
I'm going to do 2 of them. Like that. Oh, good. Now, may I serve you one?
Yes, please.
Just a minute. Just pardon my little fingers here. Oh, that's hot.
Oh, that's lovely.
I think I broke a piece off. There you go. All right.
Thank you.
And for me, I'll just lean it over, do that. Clean up the extra.
And then you would serve this with,
I always just had it with milk, but we're extra luxurious today because we're having it with half and half cream. Just a little, whoa, yeah, oh yes. Would you like some?
thank you.
You ready for the moment?
Well, yes.
Here we go. The moment of truth. Oh, the skin's perfect. That suet was perfect.
Mm.
Grandma, you'll be proud.
Happy birthday. I love you. I'm so glad that this was something we could share together.
Thank you. Best birthday ever.